And New York has possession. Burke on the wing. Outside, Green. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Here's Burke. Deflected. Here we go, one-on-one. Leonard for three. Connects from downtown.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
And they're on the run. Pass to Ware. Here's Daniels. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Baseline try. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul. And we're about a minute into the first. Leonard gets the bucket.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
And here they come. The deep three. The long-distance three is buried.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push. Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
And you watch Dyson Daniels on the floor, Coach. He's everywhere on defense.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the best guys disrupting offenses and getting deflections. He gets his hands in passing lanes. Effort like that will always find minutes.
Now here's Covington. Burke on the wing. Pulls it from the corner. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Collins' shot is off. It's intercepted. Here's Leonard. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Pass to Green. Here's Harrington. Rebounded by Daniels.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Shot clock at 6. Tries again. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Where? And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching. A perfect game plan.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got. Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. And the jam by Covington.
The vertical of Covington paying dividends. Fantastic job leaping up to slam it down. Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Covington's got 5.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Burke. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Burke on the wing. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. Here's Hollins. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
3 points.
He's got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Albuquerque.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Outside, Green.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Out to Covington. Curry with a steal. Here's Black. Hardenstein a screen. Fires for three. And Burke pulls it down. New York trails by 12. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the confidence from SGA on that three.
Come on, man. If SGA is hitting that, it's good night.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Basket counts.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Picked his pocket. Here's Black. Exum. It's good on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
SGA working through contact inside.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
New York trails by 7. Pass to Harrington. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the three. Exum with it. The three. And Burke pulls it down. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. To the paint. Pass to Harrington. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Al Harrington.
Good on both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington. New York making a switch here. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Wow. Pretty much an unbelievable slam there, B.A.
You got that right.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Pass to Curry. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Covington inside. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Fires from deep. Counted from distance. And now just a 2-point Albuquerque lead.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Tries to keep it alive. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
Here's Covington. 7 points in the game. Pass to Burke. Inside. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Showing great vision in delivering the pass out in front.
Albuquerque shooting their initial free throws of the game here. And he drops the first. Both shots good from the stripe. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. For three. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams has got 6 here in the quarter. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. New York out in front, leading by 1. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
29.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Here's Black. No made baskets yet. The three is up. Sinks the tray.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants to review the game plan. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for New York. 2-point game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. On the wing, Wade. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Pass to Gay. Oh, it's Gay with the jam.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Now Hardaway. They set the pick. And it's on Dante Exum. That'll be a second foul of the game for Albuquerque.
Second team foul.
And here's Exum. Pass to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Kept alive. Albuquerque shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first. He does not get the second one.
Well, not a perfect trip to the line, but he gets the one he needed to put them in the driver's seat.
Back to Gay. Pass to Hardaway. Nails it from 3. Hardaway's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Here's Daniels. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
On the wing, Wade. Back to Exum. Pass to Bradley.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Leonard outside. Releases. Bradley grabs the board. The
those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Leonard for three. And that three is knocked down by Kawhi.
Talk about a pure jumper. Leonard doesn't need a lot of space to rise up.
Oh, it's stolen. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Exum.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Pass to Wade. And here's Hardaway. Back to Wade. Shot to stop the run. It's deflected. Here's the pick. Leonard for three. From deep. Whoa! Kawhi from another area code.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Gay. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. These are his first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 30 seconds left to play in the third. There's the triple. Shot by Leonard, no good. New York trails by 7. To the middle. Pass to Bradley. From about 16. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Oh, it's stolen by Gay. New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That one's good from Hardaway. Hardaway hits them both. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. And so it's Albuquerque finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Here's Exum. Pass to Wade. Now here's Hardaway. Now Exum. Who poked away. Down low. 5 on the clock.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's Daniels. Here's Hollins. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Exum attacking. This one for three. Hits the three-pointer.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Here's Daniels with the drive. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Tons of first-step quickness from Daniels.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Albuquerque.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Yeah, all throughout the game, the opposition hasn't been able to keep them off the glass, and they're paying for it, giving up second chance points.
Outside for Green. Outside Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Leonard. Let's go with a 3. Can't get it to go. His second miss in 6 tries. To the paint. Here's Harrington. And that one is stuffed right through.
A 6'6" playmaker. SGA has a great view of the floor.
.151 left in the fourth. Doesn't go. That's his 5th miss out of 10 tries. To the inside. Burke. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Now just a 5-point Albuquerque lead. On target from range.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Shot is good by Harrington.
And just a huge answer right there with a 3 of their own. And the crowd now is in a frenzy.
Here's Leonard. Oh, Covington with a block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. New York trails by 5. And stolen by Covington. The fader. Offensive board. Pass to Leonard. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That'll be a second foul of the game. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter here. Puts up a deep 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Harrington. Money.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
For the finish. Yes!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Leonard outside. 6 to shoot. Throw it down, Kawhi.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Green. Can they tie it? Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. So Albuquerque wins it. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And so off the tip, it's New York. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Harrington the screen. Inside. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Harrington's got the first basket of the game for New York. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
That one goes. Count it.
And Lowry does a good job of getting off his shot in that mid-range area.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He can't hit that time. Good D by Mitchell. Out to the wing. Now Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Lowry. Rebound by Jeff Green. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for New York. Knocked away. Porter with the steal. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Lowry. Kicks it out to Mitchell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
To the inside. Outside for Harrington. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's a floater. And the basket by Harrington.
Oh, that's too smooth. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander with some clever playmaking there.
Here's Williamson. Mitchell outside. Off target with his 3.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
.111 left to play in the first. Williamson looking it over. That's tipped. It's stolen by Green. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. Back to Covington. Outside for Harrington. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Harrington the screen. New York needs to get off a shot. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Ball's knocked loose. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here's Covington, covered by Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Back to Covington. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Substitution.
6 seconds left from the first quarter of the game. Here's Burke. No good on the last second attempt there. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Atlanta. They lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case? No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Now, here is Starks. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Atlanta with it. Pass to Rodman. Outside for Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Atlanta needs to get off the shot here. Burke knocks it away.
The ball goes to the away team.
New York trailing. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rose with the block. Puts up a deep 3. Wade. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Al Harrington.
I like seeing Wade challenge the defense on the attack, forcing the issue there and drawing the foul.
New York trails by 3. Covington inside the line. It's rebounded by David Robinson. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Rodman in the post. Hasn't made one yet. 4 on the clock. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by New York. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
It's stolen by Green. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
Here's Atlanta. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Starks. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Pass to Harrington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Burke. Rodman with the block.
Doesn't have the biggest frame, but tons of effort from Rodman on that block shot.
And New York making a change here. Atlanta leading by 3. Pass to Wade. Count it. Good. Wade's got 4 points in the quarter.
Love the concentration from Wade. Totally committed to finding a high percentage shot.
Now Green. .125 left in the first half. And here is Burke. No scoring in this one. To the middle. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A different look for New York.
Substitution report.
1:14 left in the second quarter. Now Wade. There's a screen by Robinson. Launches a three. And it's Bradley with the rebound. New York trails by 5. Exum deciding where to go with it. Down low. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that dish.
Pass to Robinson. Here's Rodman. Wade outside. Lock at 6. Back to Rodman. The shot, no good. Wade with the defensive effort.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind them taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Atlanta leads by 1. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Atlanta has possession. It's a 1-point game. Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Smart. Here's Porter. And off the front. And in it goes. Porter's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Atlanta. Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And, man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career. And now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Wang can't get it to go. New York trails by 4. Here's Gay. New York moving the ball around. He takes it in. And then Gay with the dunk.
So comfortable finishing on the move. It's very rare to see Gay off balance on his drive.
Smart with the steal. Hardaway with it. Lowry picks him up. The shot by Wade, wide open. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Mitchell outside. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Mitchell outside. Pass to Williamson. Shot clock at 3. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Williamson's got 6.
That's going to be a difference-making shot for Zion if he can dial that in.
Now Bradley. Gay outside. Back to Bradley. Outside, Smart. Now here is Hardaway. Now recovering. Fires away from way outside. Wang pulls it in.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Mitchell outside. Mr. Williamson kicks it out to Mitchell. Crafty move. And he sinks the layup. Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter.
And bursting through inside, so difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Back to Smart. And stolen by Williamson. Pass to Wang. The drive by Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
And that was an absolute hammer. Williamson is downright lethal when you allow him to gain some momentum.
Outside Hardaway. Porter with the steal. Williamson in the post. 8 points for him. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Rudy Gay on the wing. Outside for Smart. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's Atlanta up by 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for New York. Trailing by 5. Here's Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
That's just too easy. You got to offer more resistance. I mean, Hardaway Jr., very dangerous once he gets this type of position.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Timeout. You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
And New York making a change here. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
It's Gay on the wing. Pass to Bradley. And he jams it with authority.
When you score like Rudy Gay, the D pays a lot of attention to you. Found his man nicely there.
To the inside. Here's Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And that's enormous, guys. With time winding down, goes for the steal and then off to the races.
There's a screen by Robinson. To the middle. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
Setting up others and running the offense smoothly, that is what Lowry does.
Smart with the ball. The kick out to Williams. Back to Smart. Pass to Bradley. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
To the paint. In the corner, Bradley with it. New York moving the ball around. right side, Williams. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good by Gay.
You know what? When he's got the chance to get inside, Gay's going to take it, fellas. I mean, he doesn't waste those opportunities.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Smart. Pass to Bradley. Smart on the wing. No good from outside. Outside Robinson. Lowry has the open look. It's good from long range.
He is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Outside, Smart. Pass to Gay. Rose with the block. And they get it back. Inside. Money! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
This is exactly what you can expect when you allow Rudy Gay to heat up. It's hard to cool off.
Now, here's Siakam. It drops.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. To the inside. Stolen by Mitchell. And stolen by Williams.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
It's not over yet.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
Lowry is small in size, but big in might. When he gets going, he can be an offensive force.
Pass to Burke. Porter with the steal. Good!
And relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Williamson in the post. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
No option here but to go for 3. Maybe set up a screen, carve out some space, and try to get a clean look at the 3.
Off the inbound pass. Gets the bucket. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.